These are our practice pages for lesson 3-7. And so up here at the top was part of the video that you guys went through. And go ahead, if you haven't done so, go ahead and trace your number 6 up here, down and around, and pick up sticks. That is how we make a 6. Trace your 4, little line down, little line across, big line from the ceiling to the floor. That is how we make a 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at number 1 down here. And we are going to use our yellow crayons and our red crayons. Go ahead and make sure you have your yellow and your red crayon. If you need to get them, pause the video and go get those because we will be using those a lot. Okay, hopefully you have your red and yellow crayon. And what it says is to draw and color the counters red and yellow to show a way to make 10. Now we can't just pick our colors here. We have some red and some yellow down here in this one that they've done for us. So how many are yellow? There is one yellow firefly. So we are going to color one yellow counter. And how many are red? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you are going to color 9 red counters. And I'm just going to draw circles because I really can't color very well with the computer mouse. Okay, hopefully you have those finished. If not, pause the video. Pick up your yellow crayon and how many yellow counters did we draw and how many yellow fireflies? We had one yellow firefly and one yellow counter. So from the one that start at the ceiling and down we run. That is the way we make a word. And you can go ahead and use your yellow crayon for this. I know that I don't usually let you use your crayons for numbers, but today we'll just have a special day and we will use our crayons to write the numbers too. Pick up your red crayon because we are going to write the number of red counters. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red counters. So make a circle, big line down. That is the way that we make a 9. Or make a circle and then a line. That is the way we make a 9. That's how our line goes. So we have 2 parts. We have a 1 and a 9. But what would our whole be? How many total fireflies do we have? We have 10 total fireflies. Let's count them. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total fireflies. Make sure you have this written and your counters drawn. If you do not, go ahead and pause the video so that you can do it and then you can resume it and we'll go on to the next one. This says, have the students draw and color counters red and yellow to make 10. Color the insects red and yellow to show each way. And then write the numbers. So we are going to use yellow and use red. And a lot of times in class, I would let you pick how many to do on this one, and then we'd all do that together. I'd call and do for students, but I can't really do that today, so I'm going to choose. For number 2, let's draw 3 yellow counters. And then we are going to finish filling our tin frame up with red ones. Just finish filling the tin frame up with red ones. So if you have that finished, we'll go on. If not, pause the video. How many did we color yellow? 1, 2, 3. So we have to color 3 of our insects yellow. And I'm only going to color their bodies, because see how when I color their face, it covers their face up. 3 of our insects get colored yellow. Now, how many red did we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I know I'm going to put a red dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I put those dots there because I wanted to make sure I remembered I have 7 red counters, so I need to color 7 fireflies red. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to color those in. And I decided that I was going to go ahead and color their face too. So hopefully you're coloring as I am, because you should be have your math pages in front of you and go ahead and do them while we're watching these videos. And then you won't have to do them later as homework, because you already have them finished, because you did them with me. Okay, now, here's the question. How many yellow counters do we have? Do you remember? Count them if you need to. We have 3 yellow counters. So right here in yellow, we're going to write the number 3. We start at the ceiling, around the tree, and around the tree. That is how we make a 3. And notice I made it nice and tall. How many red counters do we have? Do you remember? Go ahead and count them if you need to, if you don't remember. We have 7 red counters. We do a line across and down from heaven. That is how we make a 7. Let's look at number 3. Pick up your yellow crayon, because we're always doing yellow to begin with. I think we are going to color 5. We are going to do 5 yellow counters. There's 3, 4, 5 yellow counters. And then we will make the rest of them red. Now, how many counters did we color yellow? We colored 5 counters yellow, right? 5 counters yellow. So let's go ahead and make our 5 insects yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put a dot on each of them, so I knew that's how many I was supposed to color yellow. Now, how many do we need to color red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red. We need to color 5 of them red. So let's color 5 insects red. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I used my paintbrush tool to color them quickly. How many counters do we have yellow? We have 5 yellow counters. So using your yellow crayon, you are going to make a 5. Short line down, belly fat. Number 5 wears a hat. How many counters did we make red? How many counters did we make red? 5. Short line down. Oop, let me switch to red. I forgot to change my color, didn't I? Short line down, belly fat. Number 5 wears a hat. Okay, down here we have butterflies now. Butterflies. Let's figure out, get our yellow crayon, and we are going to make 6 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yellow counters. And then we're going to switch to red, and we're going to finish filling our tin frame with red ones. And we will figure out how many that is when we count them to color our insects. Go ahead and pause the video. Make sure that you have your yellow and your red counters drawn. Okay, how many yellow counters did we draw? Do you remember without counting? We drew 6, didn't we? We are going to color the 6 butterflies. 1, 2, make sure you're using your yellow crayon. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 butterflies. How many red counters did we draw? Because we never counted them. Can you figure out the number without counting them out loud? Just look at them without counting them. There are 4. There are 4 red butterflies. 1, 2, 3, 4 red butterflies. Get your yellow crayon back out because we are getting ready to write our numbers now. How many yellows do we have? We have 6 yellows. Down around and pick up sticks. That is the way we make a 6. How many reds do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Short line down, short line across, big line from the ceiling to the floor. That is how we make a 4. Now, was our hole in each of these? We never figured out our hole. Up here, our poles are 3 and 7. Let's go back and figure out our hole and write it in black. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and write 10 right here in black. That is your hole. 3 and 7 are your parts, but all together, when everything's added up, we have 10. Let's figure it out for number 3. We have 5 and 5 are our parts. How many do we have in our whole? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 in our whole, and 5 and 5 are our parts. Let's look at the last one. We have 6 and 4 are our parts. Let's see how many we have in a whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our whole is 10, and 10 is made up of the parts of 6 and 4. 6 and 4 together make 10. Nice job on these pages. If you need to pause the video to write down any of this, go ahead, because we're going to move on to the independent practice. Make sure you have the video paused if you need to see this, because I'm getting ready to erase it. Okay, there's our independent practice. It flipped too many. Independent practice. That means I tell you what to do, and you do it. And we can't check this one together at the end, because it's going to be your choice. So I'll just have to check it really well when you guys come back and bring it back to me. You have, for number 5, you have bumblebees, and you have a 10 frame. So you need to color some yellow counters and some red counters down here, and color the bees the same color. So if you choose 3 yellow counters, you need to have 3 yellow bees. If you choose 8 yellow counters, you need to have 8 yellow bees. And then you need to finish them out in red. You need to write your 2 parts over here. In yellow, you write your yellow part. In red, you write your red part. So if you chose 5 yellow counters, you're going to write 5 in yellow. If you chose 3 red counters, you're going to write 3 in red. And then you do the same thing for number 6, but it's grasshoppers instead of bees. For number 7, down here, we do not have anything to color. So you are just coloring red and yellow circles, and you are making 10. You can draw however many red and however many yellow you want, as long as the whole is 10. And then you need to write in yellow how many yellow you drew, and in red how many red you drew. Thank you for doing math today. I hope you have a great rest of your day.